Hello, my name is Gregory Jackson. I'm here with my classmate, Christopher Handy. Am I right? Okay, yeah. He's trying to explain the importance of drug abuse. So I would rather you talk to some of these kids in this class because they might know the importance of drug abuse and the things that it can do. So I'm going to let him take over.
My name is Christopher Handy. This is my class, B14. I have my teacher, Miss Pittman. That's the adult perspective on teenage drug abuse because she has a child, also a teenager. So she knows how to deal with teenagers because she works in a high school. And then also we have the teen perspective, which are my peers, which one person I'm about to interview right now, his name is Gregory. And he's going to tell you his story.
Start off with growing up, I've seen a lot of things. I grew up in Compton Watts, unlike most other kids. I've seen a lot of things. Traveling, just walking by, you'll see somebody doing something stupid, no matter what it is, whether it's smoking, whether it's fighting, whether it's shooting dice. It's always something irrelevant. So you feel me? I had to stay in school though. I didn't want to mess with no drugs. They had me twisted. I didn't. No, that's just not me. I'd rather sell it, but I didn't mess around like that. So I just went to school. But I had ran into a couple people who said that they do drugs. And I asked them, I said, why? What is the importance of drug use to you? He said, well, it helps me to stay calm. So I said, why can't you stay calm on your own? Like, get a girlfriend or you feel me, run track, do something to keep your mind busy. He said, well, I can't. I'm always in the streets trying to make money, so this is to help me stay up. And I looked at him like, all right, to help you stay up, like that makes no sense. But that was his perspective, as you can see. So me, myself, I just excluded myself from his life. Anybody like that, I would exclude them from my life before just going off on him, or at least try to help him. I tried to help him. He didn't want to accept it. He told me off the bat, I don't really want no help, bro. I said, bro, you got a problem. He said, well, I'll deal with it myself. Deuces. That's all I said, and I got on. But yeah, it's a lot of things in the world that people don't know go on that actually goes on, and it's really important that that a lot of people know, because that is not the business at all under any circumstance. You should have something to do that can keep you away from doing that. But that's just my perspective. Thank you, though. My name is Gregory Jackson.
Now, the next person I'm going to introduce you guys is another classmate of mine. His name is John McPherson, and he's going to tell you his story.
I think drug abuse is bad. People be drinking, smoking, acting crazy when they drunk, driving drunk, drinking in a car, smoking weed, smoking cigars, fighting on the streets, hitting cops, running from the cops, shooting at each other, acting crazy, sucking their teachers in the face, and knocking on nutters. And my name is John.
What John is talking about, just like Gregory, is the violence that comes out from people using drugs. Drugs are bad, as you can tell, because they take you out of your natural mindset, they alter you, and it's not good. And now the next person I'm going to introduce is a classmate who's on our football team at Monroe High School. His name is Jerome.
Hello. What am I looking into? Jerome Mitchell. How you doing? I am very aware with the drug abuse that occurs around teens and around my school, and it is very shameful to see such young people with very bright futures ahead just don't, know what they want in life. Drugs have been a very big part of my family. My dad was on drugs, and when I was very young, he wasn't there a lot of the time, and it sucked. And seeing these kids, grow up and they're already using like level 7 stuff, like, coke and, and everything, and, pills and whatever, it is very, very deteriorating, and it is very sad to see such a young generation of people going down at such a very young age. Freshmen coming in, using pills and stuff. It's very hard to see because, I care about everybody. Everybody is very important to me because at some point, you never know when someone is going to be in your life and how big of an effect they will have on your life, even if you only knew them, in a brief stint in the bathroom at Walmart, So it's very hard to see some of these young people that even I've known since middle school be in high school and be, on these drugs is very sad. So teens being on drugs is very bad, and I do hope that one day that we will hopefully put an end to this epidemic before it turns into a pandemic. Thank you.
We have that was Jerome Mitchell, our football player of the classroom, homie. Yeah, got a good perspective. Like, also, I've gone through the same thing. That wasn't around when I was younger because of drugs, because he was selling drugs and he got arrested. He's been in jail practically my whole entire life. That's not a good way to spend your life. It's not a good way to use your time. There's other coping mechanisms out there, like sports, being active, being more involved in school. So I have another person for you to meet. His name is Emmanuel Allen, and he also has a perspective on teenage drug abuse.
I think drugs are just really stupid. I think whoever invented drugs should just probably just not, invent anymore, because pills, weed, and cocaine and bath salts and just messing up everybody. Like, it messed up my family and my mom and all that. So I have no care for drugs at all. I think people should just not use them at all, period. I think people should just be more, like, say no to drugs more often, and just stop using it, because the more you use it, the more it's going to fuck up your brain and your teeth. That's what I think.
Unlike a lot of my peers, they didn't have all the struggles that they did, like living in unsafe neighborhoods or going through their parents with their drug dependency, or being around drugs like that, because my mom always kept me in a good neighborhood, kept me sheltered. But I still think that there has to be another way, because people have such a great opportunity. We have so much technology around, so much stuff, so many opportunities. They're just throwing it all away. And then now I'm going to introduce you to my teacher, Ms. Pittman, who's had a great impact on my life. I know I've only known her for such a short time, but I appreciate how she contributes to my everyday.
I feel that drugs are an unfortunate coping mechanism that a lot of students use, in particular at our school. I wish that they would learn to use other ways to cope with stress and difficulties in their life, such as joining sports teams, reading, hanging out with friends, doing things that are productive. I have seen many lives destroyed by drug abuse, parents, kids, and it's unfortunate that this continues even in 2014, that people haven't found some other way to cope with the bad things that are going on in their lives.
And this was my documentary on teenage drug abuse.